I started battle rapping as a favor to Pesci, who started up the Montreal division. I never wanted to battle, you know. I used to battle back in the freestyle days. You know, did all right, but you know, it wasn't my cup of tea. I was always a songwriter. Pesh, you know, he asked me to get in it, starting his league, so I did it as a favor to him. Did that one battle, and just got addicted.
The Jewish community ought to ostracize you.
You would have made the atomic bomb designer Dr. Robert Oppenheimer and his squad of top advisors want to side or compromise with all the Nazi occupiers. You make my skin crawl like scarab beetles from the withdrawal of a heroin needle. Rip that maraschino cherry out your chest. There's no equal. Like Tarantino's rare cerebral nightmarish inherent evil. I will ride up on shit faster than a fucking pair of Speedos. Came to run his bitch mouth the way I expected. I came to take this fucking bitch out like a radio edit. Cut!
And I'm in this piece today because I got history to make and infamy to gain. Bringing down the buildings in my DNA like Timothy McVeigh, I'm clinically insane. Yo, you bearing witness to some scary business. I'll take a pair of scissors into this parasitic fairy where to stick it. You beating me? It's like Harry Christians wishing Merry Christmas. I feel guilty. This shit's like cherry picking in the Paralympics. That's why no artist respects him. I'm Mozart resurrected. You ever deep shit the Coast Guard would need sonar to detect him. Okay. Tell Mr. hop in a go-kart and go start up the engine or end up in the OR picking bone shards at your tendons. Cold-hearted, I think like a loan shark that's collected. You had no bars for the most part and so far it's pathetic. See, I can appreciate when a rapper like you goes hard in a session, but 9 times out of 10, that's just a hoe starved for attention like postpartum depression. I wore down this hatchet head, now there's nothing but the handle left. From chopping down the forest needed to build your fucking casket with. Happy Easter. I'm not too religious. To me, that shit's all superstition, but I will have blood running down a big T like a crucifixion. And this is not a product of starvation. It's just an archaic drug habits on par with Scarface's. He sweat while his heart racing, his legs and his arms shaking, but his brain's out to lunch, he stargazing like Carl Sagan. That was dope. Thank you, sir. Yo, say you running blocks, I never bought that story. This man's music is translucent as Stan Kubrick's moon landing movie with a flag moving, just a fraud recording. My brainstorm a massive category 8. Lightning crash, rain drenched the land for 40 days. When I bang out a 16, the laboratory shakes. When he bangs out a 16, that's statutory rape. Yeah, yo, this the match you wanted, right? Another punch like that, they gonna have to stop the fight. So I ain't come here for horseplay, but I might just bludgeon this cornflake, apply his blood like it's war paint, and snipe the judge at my court date. Feeling froggy? You beating armies like a neo-Nazi leader reading calmly to his following, but the People's Army of Vietnam while preaching Marx and Leon Trotsky. You won't see that probably. You got a Stephen Hawking's chance of even leaving walking. In fact, don't even stand by me. The kid's trying to see a body. I got people supporting me, because I speak with authority. He speaks with authorities. Okay. I should be under quarantine. How you beef with a war machine that came to turn Montreal into the beaches at Normandy. Okay. And I'll be the first to acknowledge I felt your earlier projects, but you dumbed your shit down. And that's some curious logic. When you see your greatest strength as a curb to your progress, and the chances if you pander, you can firm up your pockets. To be perfectly honest, I thought you thirsted for knowledge. So when I heard the shit you working on, it churned up some vomit. You got the nerve to think that you deserve some currency off this? Well, go ahead and try converting Muhammad, because that's a more likely chance of you turning a profit. Now when I heard your mama gave a top-notch lap dance, I was willing to look past that raw dog tramp stamp of a hot rod Trans Am. But when I saw the broads got man hands like Jean-Claude Van Damme and a face like Trondon, I took a walk on that plan. I'm an 80-story, heartless, salivating force of darkness. You a baby born to prey upon. I came to organ harvest. You basic, boring, harmless. What y'all pay him for? He garbage. Old Nintendo cartridge shit. You blew the game before it started. My shit's more beautifully imagined than you could even fathom after doing a sheet of acid on the moon with Peter Frampton. But Fredo in the ring with me, now you can see what happens in a brutal reenactment of when Zeus released the Kraken. I'll be on my business. You be on your first spaghetti plate. I murder every page I touch to burn him worse than Freddy's face. I got the urn already. Hey, let's see if it's worth the mess he made. When this curved machete blade turns his heavyweight to a writer set to an early resting place like Ernest Hemingway. You should hide behind a mask or go and find a plastic surgeon. I polish my bars till the final draft is perfect. So I ain't fucking with you youngins like the Irish Catholic churches. Catch a spinal fracture. Keep your chiropractor working. Light a match and burn him. Watch the fire hazard worsen. I'm just trying to fight off all these psychopathic urges, because I don't let off steam, I let off pyroclastic surges. See, I even got dope setups like sting operations. Ain't no hearts in this game of cards, and this king's not to play with. So when judges feel this was a tough call, fuck y'all. I had him completely smashed after 8 bars, like a pub crawl.
See, I can break all that down into a bar that's far more simple. Any gun he talks about is artificial like a starter pistol. Show me where this man stores the chrome, I'll put that 4-pound in my head like the Zach Morris phone.
That line's perfected, dumb shit, my style's the freshest. So try to sun me, I treat you like Eric and Lyle Menendez. Get iced and deaded like cryogenics. Outshine my presence, you have a better shot at George Bush's signed confession than 9/11. I'll hit you with a bitch slap, twice as hard as any firearm's impact. Shit'll make you twist back farther than your spine can arch. Tiger shark, looking for a quick snack you could buy the farm. Feel your ribs crack from these iron bars. Got rhymes to spark a 5-alarm fire like a tire yard. By and large, these barbed wire lines will rip this guy apart. I'm in charge. Try and start shit, I'll smash a bottle and run the glass down your fucking neck like a slide guitar. Someone explain this stupid you can't. Test a fucking genius with a mushroom cloud for a brain and a Tesla coil for a double helix. Now he's panicked that I wrote this braggadocious magnum opus, and you'll notice that he's stoic as this moment fast approaches, but that's all an act. Balderdash, he knows his chance is hopeless. That title's only as respected as a motherfucking man that holds it. Straight thirst, no bullshit. Let's go. She makes me face palm. No Santa Cruz skateboard design. Can't you show a little grace when you face your decline? I'm still brainstorming enough to make a rainforest thrive from undergrowth to canopy, acorns to vines. When Vendetta came, I had my game organized. I stepped on the plane and took aim for the sky. Using your mom's purse, scrounging up $8.45, trying to pay for a dime like a mail order bride.
Now he wrote some extra raps to switch the limits and mess around. Thinks he set a trap on some last-minute trick to extend the rounds. I expected that, so let him rap. You won't get your wish now anyhow. Get ready, Mac. They can call you my British mistress when I spread you out in a second flat.
Homie, listen. You know I've been in a Polish prison. I splattered rappers on the canvas long before I ever sold my art. Just know your part, hold position. Cause after tonight, you'll be living in a cave, trying to fix a broken heart like Tony Stark. You getting mangled. I'm Jason Voorhees, drinking virgin blood in a pagan orgy. Break a 40 bottle across your face and make you say you're sorry. A raging war beast, going out in a blaze of glory, climbing 80 stories up the shard while planes are aiming for me. My brain's on warp speed. I got fucked up head problems like Hunter S. Thompson when he stuck his best shot in his walking the pop. Now how you trying to hold a candle to the best? Cross a mic, jaws of life get you mangled in the flesh. You make songs about how you ball, let's get reality in check, cause you've been lying on those tracks like a damsel in distress. Please, bud, go easy on the me mug. This teacup used to get beat up by the Glee Club. If he's stuck, I'm a supervillain with my arms cocked, spraying at your ride like a car wash. So till my heart stops, send the dorks, geeks, and the hard rocks, cause I put an end to more dreams than alarm clocks. See, I was crafting my pen into a tactical weapon. Well, you were hanging with methods waiting on a batch from your chemist now. Classes in session for the master's apprentice. How'd you think this was a mirror match? I don't have a reflection. You quit your day job, you better cash in your pension. I'll start Inferno's Arctic Circle, turn to Galveston, Texas. Came to leave a body, no astral projection. Julius Caesar getting stabbed in the Senate. I'm back with a vengeance. You can't capture the essence with camera lenses. You've been gassed since you stepped in, Fredo. You just gassed for this engine. A massive percentage you won't catch till years after I said it. Even after I'm dead, that's not the exit. They'll travel for miles to trample the entrance and stand at attention where my casket's embedded like Vladimir Lenin's cadaver that's kept under glass at the Kremlin. God damn, that's expensive! Sorry, player. I'm Noriega crossed with Schwarzenegger, the orphan maker, orchestrates your fate in the torture chamber. A force of nature. A force of nature. Firestorm and warn the forest ranger. You're a flamer. If we dropped you off at a gay bar, you'd probably catch a rape charge like Lawrence Taylor. Sorry, player. Brought swords and sabers, waging war's my nature. Gannick just threw a fish to a killer like an orchid trainer. If I'm short on paper, swarm on candy's just a source of pay dirt. You're a raver. You beating me's, but as likely as Spike Lee getting that mule in 40 acres. We could go another round. I'll give you extra time like poor behavior. The organ taker, coordinate your fate when I storm the gates you can't afford to wager. I'll lock jaws with a Florida gator. Who the fuck is you? Your whole crew funny style like George and Kramer. See, I'm a cannibal rapper. Northern Vort Omega, of course, I'm greater than this corny flake. Got punchlines forming craters. You're in mortal danger. Bow down, pray to your Lord and Savior. I ain't even wasting Gloria Gaynor, George LeMaitre, Norman Baser, Norman Mailer, Maurice Schaefer, the foreign beggars of the real Noriega. Sorry, player. Ain't no way I'm fearing you are wasting that A material. Pray for a miracle and I'm running with a mask on like Rey Mysterio. I kill mice and scrape the cereal. Fuck it, sorry, player. My shorty stored a razor in her Jordan trainer, so before you make your case, she'll shut you down like massive organ failure. I'll fornicate your whore and make her fetch your morning paper. You're a Quaker. You beating me's, but as likely as you getting a nice beach up your gorgeous Mormon neighbor. Blow, hand, rim. She give up more jobs than the Board of Labor, but this enormous failure couldn't get to first base batting for the majors. What's more, the way I scorched the page could warm the glaciers and raise the shores from northern Spain to Ecuador to Asia when I'm putting down a classic like Clapton recording Layla. Chlorinate your gene pool. I'm a master of this imagery. See, I'm a portrait painter, so a sketch ain't really shit to me. Y'all knew I'd be back with a batch stored for later to come back and chalk this sketch out like a blackboard eraser. Avocados after this could be a morbidly gory horror trainer when I morph into the Minotaur and break your physical form to vapor. And how you reppin' the West, bitch? You thought Aunt Banks was Vivian from Fresh Prince. And you were convinced the Spice One was a motherfucking corn chip flavor. Check your source of data. Canadian porno slayer, I chop your corpse into bits. Mail your torso straight from California State to North Decatur, Georgia in a storage container player, and I ain't sorry for shit.
Say hello to the alright. Look, I never claimed that I was more than just a small-time crook for pocket change, but I ain't really trying to play with these boys. They talk a good one in the booth, but got no pain in their voice, for real.